Hello everybody, welcome back to my channel. And today, as the title says, I'm going to be altering some checks with paper scraps that we have been using for the past, I don't know, like 2 weeks. I've just been making stuff out of these paper pads, trying to get them ready for some junk journals that I want to do. Thank you everybody for joining me. So guest checkbooks, I have a bunch of them. Thanks to Crafty Irene, she sent me them a long time ago. And so I have about a dozen here. I'm going to try and get decorated. You will see. I have these to work with. I also have some items from my mystery box and some items that are just... I actually don't have a set of these things in my shop yet. They're not the black and white items, but they're still vintage, you know, little die cuts. And I just cut these out with my scan and cut. Again, they're one of my ephemera sets. I'm going to be working with all this here. Also, I have some more scraps and some more this kind of scrap, which I'm actually just looking for the ephemera that I have in here. Like these little things, like this kind of stuff. I need that kind of thing. It's just all in here. Okay, so let me get this stuff out the way. Just trying to get some of the little ephemera pieces out of here. Kind of just scattered about. Okay, well, there's a few to work with right now. Oh, and you know what else I could use? That black and white ephemera set. Let me go get it. Where is it? It is around somewhere. Oh, here it is. Because these would be perfect, too, for this. They're kind of big. And the guest checks are kind of big too. So, and I also have my sewing machine. I always show it in case you are wondering what sewing machine I use. I use the Brother Project Runway Limited Edition CE1125 PRW. Thank you to everybody who's here. I think I noticed that the chat is a little bit late to get to me because I don't see anybody chatting. If anybody said hi, I don't know. Anyway, so this is my sewing machine, and right now I've got pink thread in it, and there's my awesome lamp. Okay, so yeah, that's what we've got to work with here. Hey, Gina. Hey, CJ. Thank you, everybody, for joining me. I see the chat now. I don't know if it's... I don't know if it's like... I think it takes a while to get here because when I watched my video from yesterday, I noticed that, like, I don't remember people actually chatting until, like, 5 minutes into the video. And when I watched the video, like, there was comments right away. So, I don't know. I think it's a YouTube thing. I think. Okay. So, we got these guest checks. And we got these scraps. Oh, and if you're wondering what paper pads I'm using the same ones I've been using all week, which is Craftsmith Tea Party, and also, oops, it's backwards, Craftsmith Mint Pink. Now, I'm almost done with them. They're almost, like, empty, but I have a bunch of these scraps to do. So this the kind of fun we're going to have today. Still trying to finish up, this paper pad. It might take me a while, but that's okay. That's okay. So I got all these strips here that I made last night. Still got a lot more to go if I need more. We'll see. I don't like to have too many options. So we'll just work with what we got here. Let's see. We can make it this long. And I'm trying to keep the design within here. There's this little bottom part that I don't want to design over. Or I guess I could to keep it like more structurally sound, more attached to. Okay, fine. I'm like, no, and then I'm like, yes. So let's see what else we can add to that. That might be too wide. And of course, I've got my handy dandy We Are Memory Keepers. Chat disconnected. See, that's weird. How would the chat disconnect? That's the weirdest thing. See, I complained and they're like, don't complain, because we'll cut you off. Okay, we're back on. They're listening. They gave me back my chat. Okay, so let's see what we get here. I'm trying to kind of build like a background, sort of. I still don't know if I'm going to use these or not for now, but I do want to make sure and use these die cuts here. And these black and white die cuts are in my shop as the mystery boxes. You guys might already knew. Oh, and then you know what? I have those words. Let me go get those words that I've been using. What are they? Guess I didn't think about it. They would look cute, actually. I am hunting them down. What did I do with them? I cleared off my whole desk last night, and then, what are they? They would be perfect. Gosh darn it. Oh, okay, here they are. Woo! Woo! Okay. Okay, I got them. Made me nervous there for 1 second, like 1 second. This can go here. I don't know what that has to do with being zealous, but we can put this little lucky. And I think that would be really cute. Okay, so let's get this one set to the side. And we're going to use these little clips that Crafty Arena sent me. I really, really like those. Okay, so on to the next check. Hello, Annette. How are you today? Thanks for joining me. I appreciate everybody who has been subscribing to my channel. Thank you so much. I go live every single night, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And we'll continue to do so Monday through Friday. So please do subscribe if you want to keep having some more crafty fun with me. And if you just want to keep making more stuff for your junk journals, join me along. I'm going to be making a new junk journal next week. I'm getting ready. So hopefully that goes well. Maybe I'll put this stuff over to this side. Trying to decide here. Yeah, that might look, yeah, that looks better. And then I need one of the little words. And I do have these printed out in different sizes. Or I could use this little charming one. It would be cute. Charming. Okay, there's one. Okay, on to the next guest check. And we got more scraps. Let's build some backgrounds like this way. That would be fun. Okay. And I could put her there. These are the ones that are printed at regular size. So these are perfect for these guest checks. That's why I like having these printable sets, because you can print them out small or big, whatever size it is that you need. And of course, these are in my shop. I'll be linking everything down below. And let me see. If you want to know something specific, you can comment right now and I'll leave a link. Otherwise, everything is going to be at the end of the video and I can edit the video. Okay, so I really like that right there. I should really just sew it right now because they're going to move. And I'm not going to remember what I wanted to do. Okay, so I'm just going to sew them really quickly. And I'm actually going to use the, just a straight stitch, just to keep it easy. Okay, so let's see, how am I going to stitch down this? Okay. So I'm going to stitch it right here, long ways. Whoops. Kind of moved one. Uh-oh. Okay, so I moved this one. Uh-oh, uh-oh. Okay, gotta fix it. You gotta be more careful. Okay, gotta get this here. Huh. What is wrong with my sewing machine? Hang on. Did this get stuck again? No, this is fine. Oh my god. Oh. The foot was down. I panicked. But it was okay. Sorry, I couldn't like move the needle up and down, and I like really seriously panicked. But it was because the foot was down. There. Everything is fine. This darn needle. Hey, Nibble. Hey, Lori. Good morning for you. Good morning to you. Okay. Whew. That was stressing me out, you guys. Oh my gosh. Okay, there we go. That's all I meant to do. And now this little lady's gonna go here. And you know what? I think we're gonna do a round zigzag stitch. Let me get close here. Okay. I don't plan on getting so elaborate with the other stitching, so that's why I didn't get close, but we'll see if I have to do that. Just going around this die cut here. It's just going to take me 1 second. Okay, that's enough. What are you making tonight? I am making altered check. Why can't I say guest check? I keep saying check guest. I am making altered guest checks with the scraps that I have been working with and some die cuts and also my vocab words again. And I was going to sew like all at one time, but of course I decided not to go with that idea now. And I'm sewing as I go. So there's that one. I like it. Hey, Sandra. Gotta get these cut here. These things bother me so much. Okay, 1 second. There we go. So there's that guest check. Maybe I'll cover the back up with some coffee dyed paper or something. But I like it. Hold on, I need chapstick. Hey, Jennifer. Thanks for hanging out with me tonight. Okay, here's the other one I just put together. But I need to sew it together. Let's see. Let's do zigzag for this. We gotta sew these together. Okay, sew this together here. Oops. Whoops. Good thing this is okay to be messy. What is a guest check? Oh, so this is a guest check. So basically when you order something at a restaurant, it says here table, guest, and server. Excuse me. So they'll write down your order. And then there's like tax, total, put the price here. So that's your check. It's kind of old school. They don't really, well, they still do this. Some places do still do this. But a lot of places are a little bit more modern. You know, they have machines and little kiosks right at your table now, which I love. One moment, I gotta sneeze again. Oh my gosh. Terrible. Okay, so that is what a guest check is. It's like an old school receipt, kind of. Thank you, Lori. Oh, I'm terrible. Okay, so we got that. Now we gotta sew her on somewhere. Okay, right there's good. And I'm just gonna use a straight stitch for this. Just gotta sew her on in various places. I gotta change the thread out to turquoise too. Gotta get some different colors. Oh, and then I gotta add this word. Right there. Oh, and I can use a big one for this one. Thank you, Dakota. And thanks for joining me for tonight's live. Much appreciated, you guys. Okay, so here's another one. Just some little lady. I'm going to glue her down. Love it. And of course, like I said, these are using the die cuts from my mystery boxes. Okay, let's do this one. Let's put these off to the side. And I think I'm going to use a zigzag for this. Yep. The threads drive me nuts. You know what? Let me use something else here. Let's do something different. This giant finger makes me laugh. Okay, let's see what else. What else? Okay, yeah, let's do her. She'll look nice. And let's do a straight stitch on that. There we go. And let's see what word. What word? Optimistic. Why not? She looks optimistic. I suppose she does. And just straight stitch that. There we go. So here's another one. So here's the ones we've done so far. Pretty easy. And the background really does add something special. It does make a little bit of background for everything. Hello, have at it. How are you tonight? Thank you so much for joining me. So let's work on another one here. So we got our little scrap pack over here, which makes it pretty easy to make these combos here. Let me sew this together before I even do anything else, because I think they look so nice together. And back over here. Do this here. Okay, so I made that background. And then, let's see here, what am I going to do? Let's see. We got this little embroidery ball. We got all these other ladies. All these lovely ladies. This lady in a hammock, it's too much. These seem too small. I don't know why. That bottle looks good there. They're all different sizes, so they work for different projects, which is great. And let's see. Let's see what else I have here. These items, which I said are not part of the mystery boxes, but they're still cute nonetheless, of course. And I'm just looking through them, trying to find something kind of big. Ooh, I do have this train. This train would be cute. Okay, I'm going to use this bottle. so indecisive, I know. Okay, let's see. All right, is this gonna go right here? Can I pair it with you for D2 project? I want all the new stuff. Let's like color it cute. Okay. Let's see here. Okay, so then we gotta put a word on that. Wholesome, I don't know. Kind of doesn't go. Wholesome, I don't know about wholesome. Maybe we can use this one that says glamorous. And we could put that over here instead of right next to it. No, it does look cute right here. So glamorous. Where is... Your designs are amazing. I love your work. Thank you so much, Rachel. And thank you for hanging out with us tonight. Oh, I ran out of thread. Okay, well, fine then. I ran out of pink bobbin. One moment. I think I have some more. If not, I'm going to use... Oh, here it is. Maybe have some more. Pink. I have a bunch of bobbins threaded up. Because I bought like a billion bobbins. I'm like, not again. I don't want to do this when I'm live. Can we just start a new project? Thank you, everybody. Okay, so I will change out the thread soon, though. Let's put this here, needle up. There we go. Will you show how you put together your journal with all your ephemera? Yeah, that's what I'm going to start doing on Monday. I have a couple of playlists, if you want to look through my channel, of where I've done other books from start to finish. But yeah, I'm basically, this is like all the ephemera that's going to go inside the journal. I make a bunch of it because I can't just make one or two. But yeah, like I said, the whole journal is going to be based on this paper pad. So that's why I'm making all these different embellishments with these paper pads. Did you figure out how to oil your sewing machine? No, I have not, because I haven't had any issues with it. So I'd rather just let it be until I have some issues. I know I have to get in there and kind of like brush out the lint, but I just haven't been in the mood to do it. Just not what I want to do right now. Let's see what else. What else? I made a bunch of strips last night. You guys already know. So apparently I seem to make like clusters of just 3. Apparently that's my thing. Okay, so let's do this. And then I'm going to sew. So I'm going to do the zigzag stitch on this. Let me get this done. I just heard that you're not supposed to oil these, but I don't know. I haven't looked up the video. That's just what I heard. But you should probably oil any machine. I don't know. I don't know. when it comes to like touching machines, I like freak out. I'm not a mechanic. So that looks good, those 3 stripes put together like that. You should just blow out the lint with canned air, couldn't you? Yeah, I could. I've been thinking about that, but then I also heard that you shouldn't because you don't want to put moisture in your sewing machine. Ugh, so stressful, you guys. All this conflicting information. Maybe I should call Brother themselves. No, I just haven't looked it up. I know I should have looked it up by now. But I only want to look stuff up like that when there's something wrong with my machine. I know I'm terrible. I know. Ew, this would look nice just with this. And I'm going to zigzag stitch all the way around this. So one moment. I gotta concentrate. Just 1 second. Okay. Whew. There we go. So I sewed all the way around. I tried my best to be even. That's pretty even. I just had to concentrate just for a little bit. No, an air compressor wouldn't add moisture. Okay. Hey, Tori. Thanks for joining us. So I like that one. That one's so far. That one's cute. Okay, so let's go on with the next one. What type of paper do you print your ephemera on? It depends. If it's ephemera, then I usually print it on cardstock. But like, for example, this right here, this is actually craft paper that I printed on. So I like to print on different types of materials. But for the most part, I do like to print my ephemera out on cardstock. I really hate to work when you're streaming. Bye-bye. Bye-bye, Nebel. Thanks for coming to join us for a little while. It is very much appreciated. You have a great day. Let's see here. So it just really depends. And then, like, this ephemera here is printed on paper, on just printer paper. So if I'm trying to collage on top of something, I guess then I print it on like printer paper, or in this case, craft paper. But if it's something like the die cuts or journaling cards that you're going to write on top of, or it's just going to be the ephemera piece by itself, I definitely print on cardstock. It's good to have different options. Sometimes you don't want something to be too thick. Okay. Let me put these away. I like 65-pound cardstock, not too thick. Doesn't take a lot of bulk. Yeah, that sounds pretty thin. I think the one I use is 110 pound. Okay, so that is, how many is that? 5. That's a good number. That's a good number. Okay, so let's keep going with these scrappies. These scrapadoos. Okay. Let's see. Let's get this gold. I needed kind of longer strips, but I will make do. Let's see here. One moment. I gotta sew this up. Sometimes I print on printer paper and back it up with copy paper. That is a good idea. And that's what I was thinking on doing with these. Because I want you to be able to write on them. So I might back them up with cardstock. Probably cardstock. Because even if I put paper on the back of this, it'll be bumpy, you know? 35 pound. That's interesting. Where do you get 35-pound cardstock from? I don't know if I've looked. What weight is the one from Michael's? Did something just... Did you see that flicker? I guess this one's 65 pounds, so that's thinner than 110. Staples, laser printer paper. Oh, interesting. So yeah, I'm going to back these up with cardstock because of the sewing. It's pretty prominent.